Welcome to this edition of SAU Weekly, your source for the latest news and sports from St. Ambrose University. I'm Sydney Horseman.
And I'm Sierra Mari.
On Tuesday, SAU hosted its 10th annual Ambrosians Working for Social Justice Conference in a packed Rogalski Center ballroom. After a lunch and vendor fair, the conference welcomed keynote speaker Joyful Clementine Wamaria, who spoke about being neighbors for each other and coming together as one. Wamaria also spoke on hard times in her life, but how she has used those experiences to better herself and push herself to work for others. St. Ambrose professor Lisa Powell was the organizer of the event.
The conference was first inspired by the Every Campus a Refuge program that Ambrose is participating in, and will be welcoming a family into our community soon. So we started to plan the conference as a way to prepare the community for the welcoming of a refugee family, but then of course expanding that conversation to not just preparing for this one family, but how do we prepare as a community to welcome refugees, immigrants, or other people resettling in the community for a variety of reasons.
In this year's conference came to a close. The audience participated in a Q&A, and Wamaria even read an excerpt from the memoir, The Girls Who Smiled Beads.
KALA Radio has rocked the airwaves for more than 5 decades, but its newest show turns back the clock in more ways than one. SAU Weekly's Dave Dragenti has more.
Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon.
KALA has found a new sound from junior Donnie Shackle and his new show, B-Sides with Donnie. A transfer student from Scott Community College, Donnie first came to SAU for a degree in forensic psychology and to be closer to home. To his delight, he also found an outlet to share his passion for music.
One night I had posted to my Instagram story all my records, and I had added Kayla FM, and I had said, let me get my own hour to spin some records I got what the people want to listen to. And then sure enough, I found out they were holding a meeting the next day for students to get involved. I came in, I pitched my idea, and they loved it.
Featuring heavy metal and classic rock music, he digitizes vinyl records using a special kind of record player that allows him to edit the show on a computer. And it all started with a trip to the movies.
I went and saw the movie Bohemian Rhapsody, fell in love with the band Queen, fell in love with classic rock, decided one day that I wanted to own physical copies of albums.
But his favorite part,
recording the vinyl itself and kind of taking that experience from the speaker to the masses.
Donnie hopes to continue B-Sides even after graduating. With a collection of over 400 records and counting, the sky's the limit.
The one thing that I hope my audience gains from listening to this show is the willingness and openness to listen to new music.
With SAU Weekly, I'm Dave Dragenti.
Thanks, Dave. On Tuesday, SAU students had the opportunity to tour the world from our very own Beehive.
In this week's What's the Buzz, SAU Weekly's Jorge Brizuela takes us to the Study Abroad Fair that showcased all that St. Ambrose has to offer abroad.
My name is Jorge Brizuela. I'm here at the Beehive at the Study Abroad Fair with Ethan Ganaway. Can you tell us more about the Study Abroad Fair?
Yeah, absolutely. This is an annual event, and it's a time to have tables and materials out for students, because the idea of study abroad doesn't really hit home until you start seeing the pictures. You have something to hold on to, and then people to talk to about their trips, about what the costs are, the travel is, and how it relates to their course of studies here at Ambrose.
Okay, that's interesting. So what are the benefits a student can get from studying abroad?
Oh gosh, I mean, do we have 15, 20 minutes, half an hour? How long can I go? There are many benefits to going. I mean, the first thing is to get outside of what's comfortable to you. You know, one of the things we like about college, right, is that you leave your home, you interact with other people, you get used to and have to get used to other perspectives and points of view, and study abroad just takes it to that next step. So you get to see how other cultures live that aren't necessarily the same way that you live. They don't make the same kind of decisions that you might make, but you see that people are able to be successful living very different lives. So it lets you reflect a little bit on yourself, maybe a lot about yourself and what you value in life, and appreciate other people and perspectives. And I mean, and then if nothing else, it's beautiful and the food is delicious. And I mean, there are all those kind of parts of traveling too.
All right, well, if people couldn't make it here to Study Abroad Fair, where can they find you guys?
So I teach in the history department, and so right now the office for Study Abroad is also my history department office. So I'm in Ambrose Hall, 235. But otherwise, you can email me at ganawayethanb@sau.edu, or you can email the Study Abroad at SAU.edu. I also get those emails too. I'll set up an appointment with you and we can chat. It is best probably right now to set up an appointment with me because I have quite a few people coming through and I have a teaching schedule. But I am regularly in my office, so I've had a number of students just knock on my door and come right on in.
This is What's the Buzz, and I'm Jorge Rusuela. Thank you, Ethan.
Thank you.
Coming up next in sports, our women's volleyball team takes on conference rival Trinity Christian.
And we show you how the esports team is looking to grow its numbers.
Join SAU Weekly's Ryan Schistel as he takes you inside SAU athletics. Stay tuned.
Tune in to KALA and hear something different. Programming that celebrates the diversity of our listeners. We're advocates for the arts, showcasing your favorite music from around the world. We're storytellers, producing award-winning news and educational podcasts. We're dedicated sports fans, bringing you the latest Fighting Bee action from St. Ambrose University. We're a learning lab, mentoring the next generation of broadcasters and content creators. A part of your community for 5 decades. We're KALA Radio, 88.5 FM and 106.1 FM. Turn it on and turn it up.
Coming off a pair of losses, the Fighting Bees women's volleyball team was looking to bounce back on Saturday. The Fighting Bees took on a conference opponent in the Trinity Christian Trolls from Lee Loman Arena. In Game 1, Hannah Sondag sets up Mackenzie Grafton nicely, leading to the kill. That would make the score 8-6 SAU and push the Bees to a 25-13 win. Now in Game 2, the Bees rebound nicely off a blocked kill as Meredith Siebers rallies to pick up the point and secure the 2-0 lead over the Trolls with a 25-19 finish. Looking to pick up the sweep, it's Siebers again with a powerful kill to the outside line, and then to slam the door, Sondag and Grafton connect once more, taking Game 3 25-13 and securing the sweep over the Trolls. On Tuesday, the Bees unfortunately followed that up with a loss to Roosevelt, 3-2. On Saturday, the Fighting Bee football team visited Arlington Heights to take on the Roosevelt Lakers. The Bees had an exciting opening drive with a 10-yard run by quarterback Tom Casey to take a 7-0 lead. In the second quarter, the Bees marched down the field as Tom Casey goes into the air and finds Yemi Ward, who makes the grab and manages to keep a foot in bounds, making the score 14-10. The Lakers took a lead into the second half, but Joe Namio answered back and drilled a 40-yard field goal to tie the game at 17. Unfortunately, the Lakers pulled away in the fourth quarter, winning the game 30-17. The women's soccer team hosted the Indiana Northwest Redhawks on Tuesday night. Let's head straight to the second half with a goal by Grace Kuchar from Caitlin Brunson in the 5th minute to put the Bees up 1-0. 2 minutes later, it's Kuchar again from Dania Elzine to put the Bees up 2 goals. The Redhawks attacked later in the second half with a goal, but it wasn't enough for the Redhawks as the Bees took this one 2-1. The Bees will play again this Saturday at 2:30 when they host Holy Cross. The Esports team is hosting a Super Smash Bros. Tournament every Monday in the Cosgrove basement at 7 p.m. Super Smash Bros. Is a common game played by the esports team and even regular students who enjoy video games. Esports is looking for anyone interested in gaming to join. Admission is free for a player's first tournament. Students can compete in best-of-3 matches until there is a Final Four. Then, it will be best-of-5 matches to determine the ultimate Smash Bros. Winner.
So Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is a really good game for anyone to get into. Nintendo as a company has always been about, providing family-friendly games that are enjoyable for everyone, no matter your age. Smash Brothers also provides just a really good experience for getting people into fighting games overall. They're very easy controls, they're easy to learn. We really want to get more involved with the school and have more students get involved with this competition. I really feel like this is a great way to recruit new people, or even if you don't want to join the team, just have a good time with some people that you get to see every week.
If you have any interest in participating, contact Esports Director Mitchell Patchett. And that'll do it for sports. I'm Ryan Schistel.
And that's all we have for you on this edition of SAU Weekly. We'll be back next week with the latest news and sports from St. Ambrose University.
Remember to check out the SAUtv Facebook and Instagram pages for our newscasts, top stories, and more. You can also find them on The Hive at SAUthebuzz.com. Thanks for watching.